Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We get set for the 2023 high school football season. Today, we take a look at the Owasso Rams with their schedule and predictions here on the Huddle. But first, let's hear from one of our great sponsors. The High School Huddle is presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Contact Generations Church by calling 405-282-6848 or visit them online at generationsguthrie.com. The Owasso Rams were 9-5 a year ago, but another state championship appearance. And for Coach Blankenship, that was his 11th state championship game to coach.
Legend.
A lot of teams just happy to get 1 to 2 to 3 state championship games. He has coached an 11.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's
truly a legend.
Absolutely. 9-5, 8-3 the year before that. And of course, if you were at Owasso High School, you're going to play the elite of the elite schedule. And we'll definitely see that in the first 4 games of the year. And then they'll get into district play, and there's a whole lot more wins there. But we might go over some season records here, and it might look a bit very weird. But when he gets into the postseason, it is hard to go against Owasso. Mm-hmm. I mean, it takes talented teams like Bixby. It takes great teams like Union to have that conversation. Not necessarily all credit to all the athletes and facilities at Owasso, but Coach Blankenship just elevates your thinking on those.
He does. I mean, he is a legend, truly. You could ask anybody that knows anything about Oklahoma high school football, and when they talk great coaches, he's going to be one of the first names that comes out of anybody's mouth. I mean, he does it the right way. I love him back in high school football. Of course, he coached Tulsa University there for several years, had success there as well, was coach of the year. When he was at Tulsa, the guy can get her done no matter where he's at. And, those kids that play at Owasso, the Rams, they're very fortunate to have somebody like that, working with them. And the parents, I know, have to be thrilled with what Coach does over there. He's just a first-class guy.
Coach Blankenship, 59-15 at Owasso. He needs 11 wins this year to become the all-time winning coach in Owasso. And they have a very good chance of getting there. It'll be tough, but they definitely have a chance to do that. Let's take a look at the Owasso Rams schedule this year. And boom, bam, bada, boom, right there off the top of the schedule. Look at that. First 4 of the who's who in Oklahoma high school football. Wow. Now, Owasso has won 2 straight and 5 out of 6 against Broken Arrow when they have faced. And, of course, those teams are very familiar with each other when it comes to the playoff. But you got the defending state champions, Bixby Spartans, to begin the season. That game in Tulsa at Chapman Stadium. And then before Bixby, Jinx won 2 state championships. There's your week 2 game. Then the Broken Arrow. And then Union, who might have the upper edge of winning state championship in July and August. That's what we see on paper anyway. And then the district portion of the schedule, we'll talk about here in a little bit, allows them to get some wins under the belt. Yeah,
I mean, I think that you're going to see this. Again, great teams play great non-district schedules. Everybody wants to see those games.
Yes.
I mean, so you kind of got to look at all the records for Jinx, Union, Bixby, Owasso, and Broken Arrow with a grain of salt, right? When you look at their overall, their season records, because they're beating the daylights out of each other every week. So, but I think Owasso's definitely they're right where they should be. That top 5 in 6A1. They're going to be there about every year. As long as Coach B's there, they got a shot to win a state title any year.
And each team knows each team so well.
Yeah. It's just no secrets.
Throwing in some wrinkles. Yep. Of course, athletes. You got to have athletes.
Got to have the athletes.
All right. So let's take a look at the Owasso Rams as I break it down. And I think, you know what? Let's just make this real simple for everybody, guys. And we'll just put our record in here.
Yeah.
Not very often do we agree.
Yeah.
But we do agree on the season record. All 3 of us going 7-3. I think the 3 losses come in the first 4 games of the year, Bixby, Jinx, and Union.
Yep.
From there, I think Owasso will not only be favorites, but pretty heavy favorites in the rest of the way.
Yeah, and I have it the exact same way. I mean, I think those are the 3 losses. Could they sneak out a win over one of those 3? I think they could. If they were going to do it, I think it would be over Jinx. I think it's the most likely team that they could get one by. I don't, but again, I think Bixby, Jinx, Union are going to be favorites going into that game. I think they will win that game. Broken Arrow's the wild card, but I think Owasso will handle them this year. So I have them 7-3 going into the playoffs.
Yeah, you got Broken Arrow won that game by 1 point last year. Lost to Mustang, but I do think they avenged that win this year, and they'll get Mustang. But Coach Blankenship, I mean, I think that could be one of his best coaching jobs last year with the way they started, and then beating Union, that 47-50 victory in the semis, an absolutely phenomenal game. Was such a great game to watch.
Everyone was picking Union.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah, everybody was already geared up, ready for the Union Bixby State Championship game, but no. Bill Blankenship had a little different outcome than everybody expected. So great job by Coach Blankenship last year.
Little side note, Coach Blankenship, Coach B, we're Facebook friends, so add that onto the.
Me too.
Oh, you too. Okay.
Yeah.
You wish.
How about you, Ronnie?
I'm going to add him right now.
Oh, okay.
Be sure to follow the High School Huddle all season long. SecondBananaMedia.com is where the podcast for the High School Huddle is at. Also on YouTube, go to YouTube, search Second Banana Media. Subscribe and like it. High School Huddle is also on Facebook and Twitter. Our weekly shows every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock begins on August 16th. We'll have the top 5 in each class. We'll have the top games of the week. We'll talk about all the great performances throughout the season. And, of course, the top 10 games, we'll look at those and make our predictions as well as take your questions and comments. It'll be a fun season. Best of luck to the Owasso Rams and best of luck to your team.